Hello everybody, this is Racerkid998, also known as David. This is me, another Starhawk video. This is using my Blue Yeti microphone, and I have been trying out a lot of different sound options with it to see what sounds best. So be sure to comment and tell me which video you think sounds the best audio-wise. The first thing I want to talk about is playlists. I have quite a few playlists on my YouTube channel. If you click on the playlist button, and I've just figured out that you can only have a certain number, so I deleted quite a few of them. So the only ones I have now is like Quest for the End with Ferg, which is Minecraft, my Adventures of Dave, we got Warhawk Top 5 Plays of the Week, Warhawk Montages, Warhawk Other, which is like commentaries underneath Warhawk Other. I haven't made a Starhawk playlist because I don't think I'm gonna have a whole lot of Starhawk videos, at least not for now. Warhawk 1v1s. So pretty much just things that are actual series. Like before I had like an updates playlist, which was like I had 2 videos where I like gave you guys updates, just like text that was just updating you. And then I had another playlist that was like I figured it was like RuneScape, and I only ever made one RuneScape video, so that was like dumb. So I only want to use my playlist with things that I'm actually having a series for. There I just got myself a nice little homie missile kill. So I love the flying in Starhawk. As someone pointed out in the last video, these maps are called small, so apparently they're gonna get bigger. But I still feel like space and stuff. I still feel like there's no like good landing spots. Like the things on the ground are not evenly balanced out enough for me. Like Warhawk was perfect. This Acid Sea I like a lot better. Space is a cooler environment, but Acid Sea, like, there's more space for doing stuff. Cause like space, there's like buildings and like bridges and all this stuff, and it's like not spaced out well enough. Like you cannot land your hawk anywhere without having an enemy right there, you know. Warhawk, you could land behind a cliff and then run out from behind the cliff and start shooting at him. I feel like there aren't as many options in Starhawk. Like Warhawk, when they designed the game, they did a really good job. Like oh, that was a machine gun kill, by the way. They did a really good job like setting up turrets at all the bases. Like if you ever like really look at it, you'll be able to tell that that they set it up expecting a lot more for it to be a lot more of like a ground assault type game, because what they have is they have like turrets like overlooking machine gun turrets overlooking each base in like the perfect position to gun down any troops or like jeeps running in, and almost no one ever uses them, quite honestly. I mean, it's like they took such a good time like setting up the game, but it's like so much easier to just like shoot them with a rocket launcher, snipe them, or air to ground them, that people don't even bother with the turrets. But I mean, I think it's like really good how they set it up. So I don't think they tried to set it up like that in Starhawk, because it might have felt like it was kind of a waste in Warhawk, like adding the sandbags and I mean, it made it look better, but no one ever uses the turrets. Like in what's it called, Destroy Capital, in the 2 big main buildings, like they have one on each side, they've got like turrets like in there, so like you can turret anyone that's trying to come in the bottom of that main building, but people just land their plane and go in the higher window, or they'll just grenade you. So I mean, I feel like it's like kind of sad that it turned into so much of an air to grounding game, I guess, because that was like not what they intended, but it's all good. So Starhawk, they seem to set it up more for air to grounding. I don't know. I mean, you can't really air to ground that easily, I don't feel, because you can't hover. Like in Warhawk, when you hover, you're still like, you can still blast off at a moment's notice, or you can still like use chaff or chafe or whatever it's called, and you have like, I don't know, I feel like you're not that vulnerable. I mean, you are vulnerable, but it seems like it's a lot easier to stay alive hovering than it is to walk around on the ground as a hawk. Like walking around on the ground as a hawk seems almost like pointless to me, because you do kill people really fast, but I mean, it only takes 2 rocket launchers, and now that with the building battle, you can just spawn a bunker and have rocket launchers. So it seems like everyone has rocket launchers kind of thing. So I feel like air to grounding is almost not an option in Starhawk, because when you're walking around with your hawk, you're a massive target. They don't need to lock onto you. They can just shoot it at you. Whereas when you're hovering in Warhawk, you can still move around a little bit. So if they don't lock on, then it's hard for them to hit you. And also when you walk around as a hawk, you walk really slow, where when you hover, you still kind of move kind of fast. Or at least I do. I have my speed on like 100 or something. So like you can duck behind a wall if you're being shot at while air to grounding. Whereas in Starhawk, you're walking like a big slow giant, so you can't really do much. So I found myself constantly having to land my hawks and grabbing up a new one because I died really fast. And someone commented telling me all the stuff that I said wrong last video. So they said that the hawk has the same amount of health as it does in Warhawk, and that might be true, but I don't know. It feels to me like it dies a lot faster because like these swarm missiles, when you shoot them, they shoot it out in groups of 2, and like when you shoot it once. But it seems like it only takes like 2 or 4, and you're already like flaming, like big smoke things coming off of you. And I don't really know where the health bar is. I suppose it could be like that bolt symbol underneath the boost bar, but I don't know. It's not very easy. It'd be a lot easier if they had the bars like they do in Warhawk. Also, I kind of wish they had that for the ground troops because that was one of the like really unique things about Warhawk, how you didn't have regenerating health, but you do in Starhawk, which I don't really like because in Warhawk, if you start machine gunning someone and then they're running across like Grinder, for example, you're machine gunning someone, they're almost dead, they get out of your line of sight, you could kill whatever, then someone else can finish them off because they're pretty close to dying, I mean. Whereas in Starhawk, their health will just regenerate, and it's like just as hard again all over again. So, I don't know. Starhawk is a really fun game, but there's definitely some things that I don't like about it. But that's to be expected. I mean, it is a beta, so maybe they'll take my opinion, maybe they'll take some other people's opinion. They usually take people's opinions and always think about changing it, even if they don't. So that's the whole point of a beta. So, don't think I've gotten a swarm missile kill yet. My kills are always like either with the machine gun or the homing missile, because when I'm using the swarm missiles, I also use the machine gun and end up just killing them with that. So I don't know what the icon looks like for them when you kill someone. The air mines, I think they're kind of weird. I mean, they work pretty well. Off camera, I got a few air mine kills, but the reason why they work so well isn't because like it's not so much like putting them over the person's base and then they like die when they get in their hawk, because you can build new hawk stations everywhere. Whereas in Warhawk, the planes would spawn in the same spot every game. So you could just like put it over their main base, like on Northern Bridge, and some noobs will run into it or something. But also, Warhawk, the reason why it was easier to kill people with air mines is because you'd put one out, or if you had 3, which was really tricky because you only pick them up in groups of 2, but obviously if you pick them up twice, you get 3 total. So you'll put out 2, then they'll assume that you put out both your air mines, then you'll just put out a 3rd one. Whereas this, you pick them up in groups of 4, and when you let them go, it goes boom, 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 and puts them all out like in a line. And I feel it's kind of not that effective because, I mean, it works well if someone's flying right behind you and you put out 4 air mines. If they dodge one of them, they're likely to hit another one. But the thing that won't happen is they won't hit one and then fly to the same spot and hit the next one in the line next time. Like, it's pretty much like a one-time thing, even though there's 4 air mines, unless you're doing a lot of spins and it like puts it out really far. And, I feel like an idiot because coming up, I think there's this friendly hawk, and I'm red-green colorblind. Like, most of the time I can tell the difference between red and green, but sometimes I just cannot. Like, when I'm not paying attention that well, the red will look just like the green. So I was just gunning at this friendly hawk for like 5 minutes with the Razorback gun, and I felt like an idiot when I found out that instead of helping him killing the enemy that ended up killing us both, I was just gunning him down. So I don't think I hurt him. I'm pretty sure I wasn't team killing on. But, oh, and another thing. Do you guys think that when they come out with the full Starhawk game, are they going to have ranked and unranked like they do in Warhawk? Or are they going to have all ranked games? See, here's the friendly hawk. I was just gunning at him. He was almost dead. I was wondering why I wasn't dying. I'm an idiot. And then if you look to the right where he's shooting, there's some enemies over there that I end up killing one of them right when he kills me at the end. It should be right around here. As soon as that hawk explodes, then I move on to him. And then, look, I killed him with, like, 1 bullet, and then that guy all the way out there sniped me. And I think it's really cool how when you're, like, 5 bajillion feet away, the rift energy will still get to you, like, almost just as fast as it gets to someone that is, that's, like, an inch away. It's really cool because the rift, like, flies across the map. But also that kind of sucks for snipers because sniping, like, in Warhawk, it left that trail. But it's a lot more obvious where you are in Starhawk when you snipe because it's a big blue thing of light. And also the rift energy just kind of flies over to you so people can see the general direction where you're coming from a lot easier. Whereas sometimes in Warhawk, no one will even notice where the little almost transparent line comes from. So, yeah, this commentary is almost over. I didn't record the whole game. I only recorded like 10 minutes of it. And I would love to tell you my guy's score because I'm pretty sure that I did really good in this game. I only died like twice. I got tons of air, but I did not record the part. Alright, I went back to the home world instead of the scoreboard, so that's my bad. Alright, thank you all for watching. Hopefully a new video next weekend, if not before. So, Bye!